Ancient healthcare. In the contemporary world, we view disease as a malfunction of the organism that can be remedied, assuming cause and cure are known by proper biomedical treatment. We modern Western scientific folk focus on restoring a sick person's ability to function, to do. Why? Because we Western people, and especially American Western people, Baltic personalities of the Baltic cultural continent, our core cultural value is performative activism, as celebrated in the United States' three great sports, trinity of sports: baseball, basketball, and football. Do, go, 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 win, win, win. We focus on restoring the sick to be able to function, to do, go, 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 win, win, win. Yet often overlooked is the fact that health and sickness are always culturally defined. And that in the ancient Mediterranean, the world of the Bible, one's state of being was more important than one's ability to act or function. Their core cultural value is interpersonal contentment, with its correlative honor and shame. The healers of the ancient world thus focused differently than we Americans. They focused on restoring a person to a valued state of being rather than an ability to function. Anthropologists carefully distinguish between disease, a biomedical malfunction affecting an organism, and illness, a disvalued state of being in which social networks have been disrupted and meaning lost. My friends, if you ever find the word disease in the Bible or cure, scratch it out. It doesn't belong there. Put in illness in place of disease and put in healing in place of curing. Stop being ethnocentric. Stop committing identity theft on Jesus. Illness is not so much a biomedical matter as it is a social dilemma. Illness is attributed to social causes, not physical causes. Therefore, sin and sickness in the Bible go together. Unlike our world, you have cancer. Wow. Can you imagine how wonderful it would be for a Christian to then respond, what did your parents do? Or what did you do? What did you do wrong that made that happen? I'll pray for you. Look how he's suffering. First of all, biblical people aren't even talking about biomedical disease. They're talking about a condition where the person's socially alienated due to some sickness event. They're not thinking, and they're calling that illness, because culture shapes what I can perceive, what I can understand, what I can communicate. They're not talking about biomedical malfunctions, are they? This would be so good to go to certain ministries and explain this to people. And then I can guarantee you, if I did that, I would probably be suffering a few biomedical malfunctions afterwards when they got done with me.
So in other words, if just say you have a child, he becomes blind, okay? So it's a sin. They don't take pity on the child.
Well, they might.
But the parents, they ostracize the parents.
Well, there's problems. Who did that to the child? Let's say I, in the village you live, lost my child. Life is a zero-sum game. All the goods of the world are limited, including semen. If you have a child and I have a dead child, I'm going to be maybe envious of you, and I'm going to look at you with the evil eye. And your child might get sick and die from the evil eye. What's infancy mortality rate in that time, where there's no ability to control infectious disease?
Like 1 out of every 7.
You make it to 6 years old, you won a lotto. And then you go beyond that. Those women holding out their children for Jesus to heal. You think that's that nice, playful, Care Bear-like thing we got in here? Some for them. Come, little children, let's go sing some songs. It got nothing to do with that. It's got to do with these children are very close to death. Yes, Stephanie.
I'm not clear on this at all. My way of understanding it is that a disease comes first and then the illness comes because of the social ramifications. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is that there is a sickness that comes. Disease is an interpretation we give to the sickness that is biomedical. Not saying it's inaccurate, it's just a way of looking at reality that is native, that is proper to our culture, not theirs. So there is no, what there is sickness. All cultures everywhere experience sicknesses. What is a sickness? Question mark. Let's interpret it. Modern Americans, disease. Fixing it, a biomedical malfunction. Fixing it, a cure. Right? Okay. People in the Bible, they experience sickness too. All cultures, right? Question mark. What is a sickness? Illness, they would respond, which is a social condition. By the way, which one is right? Which culture is right? Which culture is wrong? They're both right. Only American bias would say, oh, we're right. No, we're right to an angle that we're looking at it, that they didn't have. We have developed this understanding of impersonal causality. They didn't have that. But they have meaning. What we have is medical bills. Yeah, crippling medical bills.
So not all illnesses.
But we're a Christian nation. Go ahead.
So an illness doesn't necessarily have to have a disease.
No. Illness can't have disease.
No.
Illness to us would be synonymous with disease. But for them, illness is their interpretation of sickness. I'm using the word illness here. It's not disease. They don't have the disease view. They have the illness view. Illness view is the way most people on earth, most cultures, interpret disease. Interpret sickness. We interpret sickness as disease. Yeah.
Question. Did illness separate them from the group,
Absolutely did.
from the family?
Absolutely. It separated them from meaningful existence. So let's look at it a little bit further. And obviously because it has a social cause, sin and sickness go together like white and rice. Illness is a matter of deviance from cultural norms and values. For example, in our society, a leper, somebody with Hansen's disease, may be unable to function. But in ancient Palestine, a leper, that would be somebody with psoriasis or acne, was unclean and to be excluded from the community. The blind, lame, malformed, and those with itching scabs, crushed testicles, hurts even to mention it, or injured limbs, were not permitted to draw near the altar. Leviticus 21, 16 to 21, Yahweh said to Moses, say to Aaron, none of your descendants throughout their generations who has any blemish shall come forward to offer the food of his God. Anyone who has any of the following blemishes may not come forward. He who is blind or lame, or who has a split lip, or a limb too long, or a broken leg or arm, or who is a hunchback, or dwarf, or who has a growth in the eye, or who is afflicted with sores, scabs, and crushed testicles, or a descendant of Aaron the priest, who has any such blemish may draw near to offer the oblations of Yahweh. On account of his blemish, he may not draw near to offer the food of his God. Hey, thanks for watching. Just continue the playlist for the next part of the study. If you have further questions, this is good. They will get addressed, so keep watching. If you found value, please subscribe, like, and share. As always, questions, comments, and criticisms are most welcome. God bless you.